Hi, my name is Ashley Morris. I used to be a hospital corpsman in the Navy and used to work on the wards and in the clinics, taking care of pediatrics and all sorts of patients. Uh, for the questions I chose was, when have you done something heroic and why? And for that answer, I'd have to say that out of my life, joining the military would be probably the most heroic thing I've done. Um, It was a way to secure my future and to be a part of something bigger than myself, and I learned a lot from it. I also got to do a job that I sincerely enjoyed a lot, and I got to help a lot of people through that job. Um, for some patients, I had this one anorexic patient. She was severely anorexic, and to the point where someone had to sit with her at all times to make sure that she was eating and not throwing it away. For her, I had trouble understanding how she felt, how she couldn't eat, or how she let her body deteriorate so bad that the doctors would say she wouldn't last a year. But I sat there with her and I did my best to make her feel comforted, and I really did try to understand how she felt, and I gave her my number to call me anytime she wanted, and I really put myself out there with her. Fortunately, I don't know what happened to her. I had to leave the hospital shortly after that, but uh, to this day, I still think about her a lot and what more I could have done for her. Um, for the next question of why have you failed to be heroic other times, and what can you do to avoid failing to act in the future? So I do have a story for this one. Um, I was on a Greyhound bus one day, and this woman at the front of the bus had a seizure next to her child, and there was a lot of commotion, and I stepped up to act, and I got to the front of the bus, and I tried to take control of the situation. Her seizure had already passed. She was exhausted. She was not coherent. She couldn't have control over her body. Um, I just tried to make her comfortable and try to take her vitals. And then someone else stepped up. It was someone who was less qualified, someone who didn't work with patients like I did, but she was a CNA, which she doesn't really do any of the medicine or have, basic life support skills. Um, she stepped up and she took control, and I let her take control, even though I knew she was not qualified to deal with the situation. And because of that, I really regret it, because she actually put the patient in potential harm. She tried to give her water whenever she couldn't even open her eyes, and she was pouring water down her throat. And I let her do it, and I really regret it, because I knew better, but I didn't act. Um, I just let her take control because she had more confidence in the situation. And I think also that the fact that I wasn't in my scrubs, that that I kind of lost confidence in my skills, and I started to question myself. Um, I guess what I could do to change that is to think back on that, because I really do think back on that a lot. And the best thing I do is have more confidence in myself and not to second guess myself, and just push through it. If I know that it's good for somebody, I'll do it. And that's something I got to keep with me every day to step up in that situation again. And I definitely will. I look forward to it. Hopefully nothing too bad happens. But so that is my project. Thank you for listening.